everybody, and welcome to another episode of Seth and Team Fortress 2. Now, of course, if you haven't really watched the other video before this, well, probably going to be awkward because, uploading takes quite a bit of time. So this episode was after the round I did with Alpha, and of course, it was really the audio is kind of muted in this first part, and once he leaves, I had to turn the chat off, and then for some reason, I still recorded. I don't know why. I thought that was a good idea. But the audio is messed up for that most part. But it don't matter. You guys know what's going on. You know what explosions sound like. And you know that is a good thing because of level up on the B-Box. Which is the main focus of this video's topics. And I like I said in one of my earlier videos here, I did used to use the black box majorly. That was like one of my only weapons I ever used. When I played Soldier, that was. I used to not actually really prefer Soldier. I was like, Soldier's derpy. All it does is kill turrets, and now look at me. It's like my only class I ever play. I go on to TF2 and I say, what Soldier weapon are we going to use today? I don't say, let's switch it up and use Spy. No, I just say, what Soldier weapon do I feel like using today? Anyways, but, the black box. Now, I'm going to say right now, of course, the black box has its good and its bad side. And I feel it is definitely one of the more better weapons in Team Fortress 2. If obviously not for the lack of the fourth rocket. Now, it does give you 15 health per shot. As you can see, every now and then I get a little bit of 15 health. That's why I also like PV HUD. Really nice. But, nice double shot there. But the extra health is really, really useful. Now, 15 health, not very much, you might say. Well, in considering, you're shooting 3 rockets, that's some math I don't feel like doing, but I'm going to guesstimate it's about 100 health back. So definitely, it's a very, very good thing. Having 100 health back, or, just constantly pummeling in when you don't have a good medic, you don't have any dispensers, you're, away from a health kit, whatever. That extra health, anything in Team Fortress 2 that really heals you, like Mad Milk, that stuff is useful. Now, obviously, the black box does suffer from one big problem. Other than the fact that I'm not used to the real projectile speed anymore, because I started saying, I'm going to stare at my my attention to other launchers, other than, direct hit and the Liberty launcher, because I used to use those for the longest time. Then I used the direct hit for the longest time. Now I'm going to use the black box for the longest time. So anyways, basically, the one downside, of course, is you only have 3 rockets per clip. Now, clip, you know what I mean. You can only have 3 rockets. You can only have 3 rockets loaded. And this is kind of a big deal. Now, you may be saying, 3 rockets, Well, considering it takes usually 3 rockets to kill a heavy, about 3 rockets generally, if no one else is helping you. I'm talking about unubered, whatever you want to call it. Unhealed, unoverhealed. And if someone comes at you and you miss that 3rd rocket, well, that's a missed shot and you don't get it back. As you can see, I probably could have killed that scout, but I was a little unsure. But the other thing is, it also negatively affects your rocket jumping. Because of the fact that you've got only 3 rockets, usually when you're going to rocket jump a long distance, you're going to want to have extra rockets. You can rain down on people, or to get yourself more distance, or just a backup, I need this, I'm safe kind of rocket. So obviously you got to be remembering to hit reload after every time you rocket jump, otherwise you're going to be in a really sticky situation when you land. That makes me think of sticky jumping. But anyways, I punch numbers in my calculator, it makes me a happy face. That's like my new favorite line. I'm just saying that's completely random, but that is like my new favorite line from Portal 2. I punch the numbers into my calculator, it makes a happy face. That makes me laugh. That made me laugh so many times. That's why I played the game 3 times, is just to hear that one line. No, anyways, back to Team Fortress 2. The black box, I'm going to give you guys a little bit of tipsies for it. Always reload. You know how in most first-person shooters, and if you see in my Half-Life, source gameplay, which I will upload the rest of. I finally realized, hey, I haven't uploaded the rest of that yet. There's only 9 episodes. Why not? Anyways, it is very practical. I call it practical reloading because, seriously, in all essence, who shoots 1 bullet out of a gun? Let's say you got to kill somebody in 2 bullets in a video game and you shot your whole clip again. You just shot 3 bullets out of your clip and reloaded an entire magazine into it. You know how impractical that would be in the military or anything like that? Imagine someone in, like, a war going up to, like somebody, they shoot 3 bullets, kill that person, and then they instantly throw down their clip and put it in another one. You know what someone would do? They'd shoot you. They'd hit you in the face. They'd tell you you're an idiot. Because who in God's green earth would shoot one bullet and then reload? But anyways, constantly reloading is one of the biggest important things, and I can't stress, and you see me do it every time I rocket jump, usually every time. I will reload completely every second I can, because it does matter. It's a split-second decision. If you want to live with this bad boy, or any of the other 3 rocket launchers like the Liberty launcher, reload. Constantly be reloading. There's not a second you see me not reload after each shot. And it is usually what kills me if I don't reload. So basically, what happens though is another downside to this weapon is obviously sentry and dispenser killing. You know, it doesn't have that nice damage like the, you know, whatchamacallit, direct hit. And it also doesn't have that projectile speed to prevent the engineer from hitting it more and more and keeping it safe. But it's not a big deal. But that 3 rockets is really what kills this thing and its downside, because of the fact that you don't have 3 rockets. It takes about 3 rockets to take down a sentry with an engineer not really attending to it, you know. Just kind of assume you kill the engineer and he goes away. He goes away after he's dead. But, you know, just assume that, you know, the sentry's just sitting there. It takes about 3 rockets. With a direct hit or a regular launcher, about 2 to 3 shots usually does the trick. Or if you're lucky, just 1, but that's really unlikely because that means the thing's on fire. But anyways, when you have that missed shot, someone walks in front of it and messes up your shot, you gotta reload. That is the biggest pain. Like I said, reloading kills you so much in Team Fortress 2. That's why I always try and reload as quickly as I possibly can in case there is a sentry. And I don't know, I'm still getting used to that speed adjustment. Like I said though, you can probably already tell my accuracy with the launcher is a whole lot better after practicing up with the direct hit. So, hey there, all you people out there wanting to improve your accuracy. Use the direct hit. Do it. Do it. Anyways, pretty much though, I could talk about this thing all day. Now, I don't know if you noticed it, but there is also a lack of ammo. I don't know, it just feels like I run out of ammo. That's just a minor gripe. I don't think there really is a lack of ammo. It's just that one shot you're missing. It just feels weird though to me. Like, I feel like I run out of ammo way more frequently with this launcher than any other. Liberty launcher, I don't feel like I run out of ammo. This one, I feel like I run out of ammo constantly. And you know, one I really want to try out, but I haven't done it yet. And because it's also not on the try it out section of the Valve store, is actually the new Meet the Pyro one. I really want to try that. I really, really do. It's $249 and it's not worth it. I mean, it's not worth it. It's just a derpy launcher. You just load up shots and shoot out. It's just completely redundant in my opinion. I wouldn't pay anything for it. I want it to be on the drop system. I know people say it's on the drop system. I've actually seen someone get it on the drop system one time, and that's about it. But I can't wait till you actually can get those just as a common thing, you know. That'd be really cool. I would love that. Love that, Valve. But anyways, as you can see there, let's talk about the health bonus with this thing. Now, assuming you don't want to do math, I'm going to guesstimate you get about 100 health back for every, you know, like a full 3 rocket clip thing. You get about 100 health back. That's a pretty sizable amount of health. And if you're spamming, you know, you're just throwing in some spam to trying to protect a point, you're going to get a lot of health back really quick. And this match is a good example because all of the freaking medics never heal me when I need them to. They're like, yeah, you doing something? Yeah, you kind of dying. That's cool. I notice every time I use this thing, no medic ever wants to heal me, but yeah, maybe that's just because I'm a sexy beast and they're afraid of my sexiness. I don't know what their problem is. It doesn't matter right this minute. But see, like this medic right here, I thought he was a spy because look at him! He's being unresponsive. You see, if he was healing me, I would not have this problem. Look at how long it takes him to respond. Huh, okay. I could have just shot all my rockets at that soldier back there if he wasn't really paying attention, and I would have gotten my health pretty much back up. You know, it sounds lame that I know this, but, you know, a full health soldier is 200 health. You know, 6 rockets in a good spam order, you're going to get your health fully back. You know, I'm not really great at math, and I can tell you this. I'm pretty sure it's 105, yeah. It might be 105 health. I don't feel like doing math, but I'm going to whip out the calculator and keep talking anyways. Basically, though, if you're going to do this loadout is really well equipped. I love this thing. So let's do this. 35 times 3 is 105. Yes, I was right. 105 health. You can get your full health back in about 6 rockets, and that's a really good thing if you're doing constant spamming. But anyways, The other good advantage of this thing is also with rocket jumping. If you're going to rocket jump and hit people, you're getting that health right back, and especially if you're using gunboats, which I don't know. There's a big deal with me and gunboats. They're shoes. They should not take up an entire slot. You should still get your shotgun. But if you're going to do like hardcore rocket jumping, just go get a rocket jumper. I already have one. I also have a sticky jumper. I like them both. They're just, I don't know. It's all depending on your preference. Me, I like to use rocket jumping because it's very impractical. No one expects you to just fly in the air, land. You see, if I saw someone do that in real life, which would probably kill you, I'm pretty sure, I would pee my pants. I'd be like, oh, God. And as you can see right there with that soldier fight, that health bonus, when you've got the upper hand of health and ground, you win every fight you're in this game. Like this heavy. See, that crit regardless, that health really helps. Because when you're getting constantly spammed by everything and you don't have any medic, well, personally, I shouldn't have been trying to back cap this point. I really was kind of cocky, I was like, hey, I'm going to go back cap because no one's doing it right now. I don't know why I could not hit this spy for the life of me. He was like just on a whole nother, I don't know what he was doing. But I hit him behind there somehow, I guess. And I just sat here and waited for him for a second. It was worth it. But instead of Mr. Soldier comes along, and as you can see, that little health bonus does save your life. It is a lifesaver. It's like a lightsaber, but for your life. Or, those things you throw out on boats and, those things too. But as you can see, this footage right here is just pretty humorous. I left it in here because it was funny. As you can see with the medic and this thing, you got yourself a good rollout. And I noticed my medic stopped healing me, and I was like, oh no, a spy! And then he's dead. That was pretty funny. I have to admit, that made me giggle. I was like, tee-hee, that was funny. And this was actually right after Alpha left, so I was kind of solo. I was like, I'm just going to keep playing casually. I don't do terribly great after this. I still kill a lot of people. I get another weapon increase upgrade. But like right there, you can see if I had that extra rocket there, I probably would have been able to actually kill at least one of those snipers. I mean, not like sniping in this map is too many as it is. But, half the shots I make with this thing, I either rely on the damage number or I rely on the health increase. That's how I know I've hit somebody. That's another little handy thing. If you've got, like, your health meter like I do, the thing I use, by the way, is PV HUD. I can't tell you where to get it. I've only done it one time. And I had to actually stop that right there because I did die, and that's when I cut the voice chat off. I forgot to hit stop record. But that's okay. Look at this medic. What does he think? I'm on fire and dying, and then he finally directs his attention to me. I mean, of course, that demo man really important, but hey. Anyways, back with the B-Box. I think I'm going to actually stick with this thing a little bit more. I'm going to give it a little bit more love for a couple more days, and I really just wanted to kill this. I just wanted to hit somebody. I do get a market garden in this round. It's a few minutes from now, I'm pretty sure. But I do have some hints for new players, I guess, to TF2. I mean, probably not very many people watching this are, like, new 100% to the game. But right there is a good example as to why I wish I had 4 rockets. If I did, I don't know how I killed those 2 things. I don't even. But crits for the win, and you gotta love it when stuff like that happens. Anyways, that's kind of the rest of the match. I mean, I would have cut it off, but I have more to talk about. Obviously, this gun, though, I think is probably one of the more preferable launchers if you're going to be on, like, a... if you're on, like, offense and you're not going to really, pull out, you're probably going to die a lot. I mean, seriously, who plays offense thinking they're going to live the entire round? I mean, obviously, you go into a game competitively and you're like, I want to win everything. But if you're me, you're just like, if I die, that's cool. I don't really mind. I'm just playing for fun. So I like this right here. You gotta love that. That is just cool. I don't care if it's a video game. I don't care. That was cool. That was just cool. I couldn't get over that. I was like freaking out. I was like, oh my god, I killed 2 people. Oh, I'm so good. Oh, I'm so good. And then I get massacred in like 2 seconds. It's just usually what happens. Whenever something good happens in this game to me, I die. Like right there. I got exploded, I'm pretty sure. I don't know why I cut the footage off right there that early. It's not important. It's not important. You know I die a lot. I mean, I don't really know how we won that round. And by the way, if you haven't noticed, I cut about 10 minutes of footage off of this whole thing. And here's why. Okay, here's how I edit footage. I normally edit terrible, boring stuff like spawn. And Badlands is a good example, especially 5-Point Badland. 5-Point Badlands has like the longest freaking... Oh my god. It doesn't matter if you're winning. It doesn't matter if you're backcapping. This map is just terrible at like spawn positioning. It does not matter what point has what. This map, I just hate the spawning. It's just... It's easy to spawn camp, which, well, yeah, you can say any map is pretty much easy to spawn camp, especially freaking... God, Gorge. Not Gorge. Gorge is actually kind of hard to spawn camp because it's got a couple locations, but this one... The base is pretty much circular. You're going to get people spawn camping, and this location right here always becomes the biggest mess. I don't know why. You can get out of spawn and you can die instantly. That's like the one thing I hate about this map. Is this, and there's so many locations for spies. But hey, I like Badlands, but just that's what I've been cutting out, by the way. I cut out like 10 minutes of footage of me just walking and rocket jumping out of spawn because... Who wants to watch that? That's so boring. I only include a couple where it's actually pretty kind of cool, you know, but I don't know. Watching people walk in games, it's why I cut stupid stuff like that out. And, you know, this spot, I just don't like this spot. It's either you're a sniper or you're a spy. That's just how it works with this spot. So you can never even trust this area. But, you know, as a whole, like I was talking about defense, and offense. If you're playing on offense, of course, you know, the black box is probably, you know, not vanilla aside. We're just saying vanilla don't exist, okay? We're pretending that vanilla does not exist for some magical reason right now. Divided by 0, I don't know. It just don't matter right now. But if you're going to... By the way, that's a good spot for a sentry, I hate to admit. That's a dirty, dirty spot because it's a health kit system right there. So anyways... Definitely for an offense soldier, I'd say go with the B-box. Just my preference, not like, you know, you gotta do this, gotta go fast, gotta do that. No, and, you know, just for an offensive soldier, probably the B-box, because you're not going to be around as many medics as you're on defense. So defense, because you're going to have medics, you're going to have that extra healing bonus. I probably recommend using, you know, just the default launcher, or maybe even the direct hit for getting enemies at long distances. Because that thing is like a sniper rifle with a rocket attached to it. I love that gun. I even renamed it, by the way. And if my live 60 sub special, thank you very much, everybody, by the way. I actually renamed it to Gotta Go Fast because it was a Steam sale and it was cheap. And I was like, hey, look at name tags, are really, really cheap right now. So I bought one and I named it Gotta Go Fast. So definitely for, you know, but anyways, you can use any launcher for any situation, really. I don't know. I mean, it's all up to preference. I like the black box. I've fallen back into love with this thing. I don't know. And I will showcase as many weapons as I can that, you know, I pretty much used every weapon in Team Fortress 2 except for NG weapons because I don't really like playing Engineer. Because you could probably already tell by just, you know, the stuff I do in Team Fortress, I don't like to stand around and wait. And I'm that guy that when they say, we need an NG and there's no other option... And I'm that guy. It's embarrassing. I kill myself every time I play it. I don't do it. And if you're going to say, oh, well, why don't you try Combat NG out? Well, I would love to try Combat NG out, but I am just... No. I don't like having that low of health. I don't care if the Gunslinger gives you, like, a little bit more health. It does not matter to me. I hate playing Engineer. You'll never catch me playing it, but if you guys ever want a hint video or anything of that such magnitude, I will take a request. I don't really mind. I kind of like switching out my classes every now and then and doing different things. It's always very fun to do different things in games. But, you know, of course, I gotta cut this prevention off, and look at this medic. He actually starts healing me, and we get a nice little rollout going. And right about here, we get that... Market Garner! MLG! Pretty much that's how I felt right there. And for once, it was one that I didn't die right after I did it. I died shortly after it. But as you can see right there, that heavy just gets turned into mashed potatoes and bacon and gravy, and he's dead. It does not matter. But anyways, it's about the end of the video here. So I'm going to say to you guys, just, you know, like, comment, subscribe, tell your friends, tell your mom, whatever you want to do. Don't do drugs. You can do LSD on your own free time. That's kind of not good for you, though. But, oh, God. Just, yeah. We won somehow, and you'll probably find the victory rather entertaining. But as you can imagine, I'm dead right as soon as it happens. And just don't you love it when this kind of thing happens? I don't like pyros. But anyways, this is the end of the round. Hope you guys really enjoyed it. I'll catch you guys later. Putting more TF2 videos up here soon. Getting a job, hopefully. Have a nice day. Peace out. Hallelujah. It's a good cause. 4th place. Superman.